Hello and welcome back to the Jobless Bum YouTube channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be playing a little bit of more or less, higher or lower, with Twitch streamers and their follower count. We're going to see if we can get a gold medal finally. Got my fingers crossed that we can get it for the first time. And I think, as a Twitch streamer myself, I think I have a good idea of the relative follower numbers. So we'll see how we do. And let's get right into it. So which has more followers? Nintendo or Overwatch League? I do know that Overwatch League at one point was exclusively on Twitch, and they had a huge contract with Twitch to exclusively have the Overwatch League matches on Twitch. Whereas Nintendo does Nintendo Directs and whatever, but they don't they stream them on YouTube too. So I'm going to say Overwatch League has more. Yeah, 1.8. We got Overwatch League versus Cloakzy. I don't know who Cloakzy is, so I'm going to say less than 1.8. Oh, 1.7. That was close. Cloakzy versus Destiny. Now, Destiny recently got unpartnered and banned from Twitch, but I think this was before that. So Destiny is like an OG. He's been on the platform for 11 years, right? I don't think he has 1.7 million followers, though. I'm going to say less. So we got Destiny versus WTCN. Let's say WTCN has less. I don't know what WTCN is. Okay. All right, that was a good warm-up. All right, we'll try it again. We got Trimax versus Cloakzy. Cloakzy had more. We saw that. ESL CSGO versus Cloakzy. I'm going to say CSGO has more. Just because I think ESL, that's the top CSGO tournament organization. So I'm going to say they have more. Yeah, they have 3.4. CSGO versus Yasuo. Yasuo is a very well-known League of Legends streamer. I'm going to say Yasuo has less. Just because 3.4 million is a lot. Choco Taco versus Yasuo. I'm going to say Choco Taco has less. The branding is not that of someone that I would think has a lot of followers, at least 1.4 million. So I'm going to say less. They had 1 mil though. Respect. We got Choco Taco versus Scara. Scara was the founder of, or at least one of the founders of Offline TV, which is one of the foremost content organizations. He's been on the platform for a while. He's an OG, so I'm thinking that he probably has a lot of followers because of that. I'm going to say Scara has more. Barely more. Oh my days. We got Scara versus TSM Bjergsen. Bjergsen was a League of Legends pro, as was Scara, I think. But I believe at one point, Bjergsen was one of the top streamers on the platform. I think that he doesn't stream anymore, but I'm going to say Bjergsen has more. Yeah, Bjergsen has 1.4 million. We got Bjergsen versus Myth. Myth is he's more of a variety streamer now, but he came up as a Fortnite streamer, right? And Fortnite was one of the catalysts for Twitch to explode, right? And if you look at the top followed people on Twitch, it's what? Ninja, I think, has the most followers. Tfue has 9 million followers, and he was a big Fortnite guy. And I think Myth has around 4 million. So I'm going to say Myth has more. Yeah, he's got 5.7 million. We got Myth versus Riot Games. Riot Games being the developer of League of Legends. I'm going to say that Riot Games has less. I think they have a lot, but I don't know if they have 5.7 million followers, just because every time that Riot Games streams, I'm sure they have it promoted or whatever, so they don't really get people who follow it. And it's more for special events, so I'm going to say they have less. I still have 4 million though, so respect. We got Riot Games versus NL Crip. NL Crip, I don't know who that is, and I don't think I wouldn't know. I don't think I wouldn't know someone who had 4 million followers, so I'm going to say less. At 1.3, we got NL Crip versus TSM The Odd One. I don't know what kind of games they stream, but I know they're an esports player. I think The Odd One, I think they were a League of Legends pro. But does The Odd One have more than Bjergsen? I'm going to say more. Oh, rip. We got a bronze medal. We'll try again. We got Amaz versus Trimax. I think we saw earlier that Trimax had more. Yeah. We got Trimax versus Tfue. Again, I said earlier, Tfue has 9 milli either 9 or 10 million followers because he was a big Fortnite person. He's on FaZe Clan. So I think Tfue has more than Trimax. He's got only 7 million. We got Tfue versus Trump. Now Trump, this isn't Donald Trump's account. Trump is a former Hearthstone player. Hearthstone Pro, I think. I don't think Trump has more than 7.5 million. I think Trump probably has like 1 million. 825,000. We got Trump versus Reckless. Now, Reckless is a League of Legends team, apparently. But I'm going to say Reckless has more. They had less. Okay. We'll try it again. We got E-League TV versus Shadbase Murder TV. I'm going to say less. Just based on the fact that E-League is like on cable television. We got Shadbase Murder versus Bjergsen. We saw Bjergsen had like 1.4 million. Myth, we saw earlier. Myth has like 5. Myth versus Tim the Tatman. Tim the Tatman, not on Twitch anymore. Myth is still an active Twitch streamer. Tim the Tatman moved over to YouTube. I think Tim the Tatman was on that Fortnite craze back in the day. But Myth has also been more relevant recently. So I'm going to say Myth has more. Tim the Tatman has less. Tim had 4.2 million. Fair enough. We got Tim the Tatman versus Twitch. I don't think Twitch has that many followers. I'm not thinking Twitch has 4 million. I'm going to say that Twitch has like 3.5. We're going to say less. Oh, 1.125. But we got Twitch versus LCK Korea. This is the League of Legends League for Korea. I'm going to say Korea. I'm going to say LCK Korea has more than Twitch. I'm going to say they have like 3 million. What? That was crazy. All right, we're just calling him Lolito. We got Lolito versus Pokimane. Pokimane, one of the top followed accounts on Twitch. Lolito has a good effort by you, 2 million, but Pokimane definitely has more. 3.9, that's less than I thought. We got Pokimane versus Starladder 5. I don't know who Starladder 5 is, so I'm just going to say they have less. 1 million, fair enough. That's a lot for Starladder 5, congrats. Starladder 5 versus Tim the Tatman. I'm going to say that Tim the Tatman has more. We saw that earlier, 4.2 million. Tim the Tatman versus Destiny. Again, Destiny had like, I think it was like 500,000, so he definitely has less. Destiny versus Scarra. Again, we saw Scarra earlier. I'm going to say Scarra has more than Destiny. We got Scarra versus Disguised Toast, an OTV matchup here. Disguised Toast, one of the most relevant streamers on the platform, I'd say, just in his meta-defining of Among Us, and he was in the news recently for watching anime on stream, so I'm going to say Disguised Toast has more. Yeah, Disguised Toast, that's surprising. Only 1.3 million for Disguised Toast. I will say, though, Disguised Toast had like a period of time. He had signed a contract with Facebook, and for like 2 years, I think, he only streamed on Facebook. So I guess that's not that surprising. We got Disguised Toast versus XQC. XQC, one of the top streamers on the platform. Like, the top. So, I'm going to say XQC has more. I'm going to say he has, like, 8 million. He only has 2 million followers? This must be old, because I would be very shocked if XQC only had 2 million right now. Yeah, right now, XQC has 10 million, so this is a bit old. We got XQC versus The Real Nasi. I think The Real Nasi is like a foreign language streamer. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't be surprised if The Real Nasi had more, but I'm going to go less. We got The Real Nasi versus TSM Bjergsen. I'm going to say that Bjergsen has more. We got Bjergsen versus Civ HD. I don't know who Civ HD is, but I'm going to go less. Civ HD versus Jukes. Now, I think Jukes is some sort of shooter streamer. He might be COD. I'm going to say Jukes has more. So I think Jukes is a pretty relevant name. Oh, barely. But we got Jukes versus Eldid. I don't know who Eldid is, so I'm going to go less. No, Eldid had more. We got the silver medal. I'm going to give it one more go. We have Summoners In versus Pokimane. Pokimane, we saw earlier, had like 3.7, so we're going to say more for Pokimane. We got Pokimane versus Cloakzy. Cloakzy had like 1.7, so we're going to say less. We got Cloakzy versus Soda Poppin. Soda Poppin and OG on the platform. I'm going to say Soda has more. Yeah, Soda has 2.7 million. We got Soda Poppin versus Symphony. Symphony, I think, is like a COD player. I'm going to say Symphony has less. We got Symphony versus Lolito. We saw earlier Lolito has like 2 million, so we're going to say Lolito has more. Lolito versus Doublelift. This is interesting. Doublelift is a League of Legends pro. I think Doublelift is big, but I don't think Doublelift has 2 million followers big. So I'm going to say Doublelift has less. 1.3 is still pretty popping though. We have Doublelift versus Shifter. I'm going to say we saw Shifter earlier. I think Shifter had like 700,000. So we're going to say less. Shifter versus Destiny. Destiny had like 500,000. So we're going to say less. But we got Destiny versus Trick2G. I'm going to say Trick2G has more than 535,000 followers. 1.4 million. We got Trick2G versus TSM the Odd One. I think we saw TSM the Odd One had like 700,000. So I think it was less than 1.4 million. We got TSM the Odd One versus Nightblue 3. Now, anytime I see a number on like one of these, I'm like, okay, like they don't have a lot of followers. But I've been proven wrong time and time again. But I'm going to say Nightblue 3 has less, and I was wrong. Oh my days. We got the silver medal. That's pretty good. I'm a bit surprised I did not as well as I did on the rich people one. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of my performance during this game, and if you were surprised by any of the Twitch streamers' followers. Again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, be sure to stay safe.